Hey guys, this is Pitmaster. Time for thoughts on video regarding Mario Kart 8 and what we know about it so far close to its release. Okay, so let's just get this right off the bat. Mario Kart 8 is going to be freaking awesome, but there's some things that, I just want to, tell you what I think about. Alright, first off, the oh so important part, the roster. Yeah! It makes Mario Kart 7's roster look legit. Okay, so let's see what we know of. So we have a 30-character roster of Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy. Okay, makes sense. Toad, Yoshi, Koopa Troopa, Shy Guy. All right. Lucky 2. Okay, Lucky 2's back. Baby Mario, Baby Luigi, Baby Daisy, and Baby Peach. Okay, not bad. Bowser, DK, Wario, Waluigi. All right, and of course, we got Toadette, which I don't really like, and stuff. All right, and we got Rosalina back. So, okay, we got Rosalina back. So, this game is proving that, well, we'll see. Okay, so who else we got in this little mess? The Koopalings. So we got, Iggy, Roy, Lemmy, Larry, Wendy, Ludwig, and Morton. Okay, got 7 Koopalings. So I guess it's kind of just to have a Koopaling playable, I guess. But just as I have my actual opinion about it later. Okay, next up we got the Mii, of course. Okay, can't forget about the Mii. He's kind of important since they've already been since Mario Kart Wii. And then they got a new character, Baby Rosalina. So, let me get this straight. So, Nintendo is literally, subtly saying that 2014 is the year of Rosalina, not the year of Yoshi. What the heck? I mean, I love Rosalina. Don't get me wrong, but don't reinforce the subtle fact that this is the year of Rosalina. I mean, we got her in Super Mario 3D World. We got her in Mario Kart 7, of course, but that's not important. We got her in Smash Bros. For some reason, even though I thought that she would be incapable of fighting. Well, I thought she'd be incapable of moving that fast, let alone fighting, but still. But her marker is alright, I guess. But a baby form? Is that even necessary? I mean, we got baby showed in Yoshi's Island DS, like Baby DK or Baby Wario. Why do we have Baby Rosalina? That doesn't make any sense. And of course, we have Metal Mario, and apparently people hate Metal Mario, myself included. Well, mostly included. I mean, I don't like the first Metal Mario in Mario Kart 7. Like, is that even a thing? Is that even necessary? I mean, I've been recently informed that. Well, not recently, like a long time ago, informed that he's as in the original Mario Golf and 64. We're like, alright, let's have his thing, but then you go Shadow Mario and Mario Toaster Tour. So freaking what? And then we got this. Pink Gold Peach, or I like to call her Metal Peach.
Pink Gold Peach. Pink Gold Peach, a Metal Mario clone, but for Peach version. What?
So we got Metal Peach in this. Why? I mean, yeah, Metal Mario is popular, but that's because all the other heavy characters in Mario Kart 7 are Honey Queen. Or freaking Wario. Wario's cool, Bowser's cool, but freaking Honey Queen? The only reason why Metal Mario's popular is because we don't have Honey Queen instead of Waluigi. And Mario Kart's open, well, Metal Mario isn't that big of a deal. I don't see him that often. But then Mario World Tour, oh wait. That's, that's Metal Mario, but with like a gold paint job. I mean, Gold Mario, please. That's Metal Mario with a gold paint job. Next thing you know, next game we'll have Silver Luigi from freaking New Mario Bros. 2. And what's next? Diamond Daisy? Or Ruby Rosalina? I don't even know. Or freaking Emerald Yoshi? Or I don't even know. But seriously, we got a 30-character roster. Over a third of it is comprised of Koopas. We got 7 Koopalings, Bowser himself, and 2 minions. What? So, and we not only that, we don't have freaking Bowser Jr. I mean, I don't like Bowser Jr., don't get me wrong, but, Koopalings? Where's Bowser Jr.? Really? Oh, and guess what? No other Kongs. No, seriously. No, I want no. Like eventually I'm gonna make a top 3 of characters that rather play Mario Kart 8. Like kind of like what I did for Mario Kart 7 and Mario Tennis Open, and those got a pretty good amount of views apparently. But I'm gonna do that. And there's one Kong I would wanted in Mario Kart 8. But I'll get that later. But seriously, what the heck? No Diddy Kong.
Are you telling me you didn't put in my man Diddy Kong, but you put in Pink Gold Peach? Are you serious?
Okay. So we got a 30-character roster, and like half of it sucks. Like a good half of it sucks. So, what the heck? All right, so there. That's why it is in the roster. I don't find that a big deal. Like playing the Koopalings, but yeah, if that means taking up a third of the roster, nah. They have lots of other better options for newcomers you could put in this, but no, Koopalings. All right, whatever. And kind of expected all the Koopalings are split into the 7 weight classes. 7, yeah. Like initially there were like 3 weight classes. Nope, there's 5 weight classes. Mario Kart's 7. No, Mario Kart Wii and I think Mario Kart Wii had like 3, I guess, but they're all different. Mario Kart 7 had 5, and now Mario Kart 8 will have 7. In which, and guess what? The Koopalings don't split off one for each weight class. I mean, Lemmy's in the feather class. I know for a fact that Wendy and Larry are in like the super light. No one's in the. I think no one's in the light. And they got Iggy and Ludwig on medium, and then got Roy on cruiser. We got Morton on super heavy. What's it super something? Seriously, or whatever. That's all I want to say about it. What Koopaling would I like to use? I guess like Iggy or Ludwig. I guess because I like Iggy, because I don't know why. It's just like, I don't know if because of the name, like Iggy or whatever. And it could be Ludwig because he's like the best Koopaling. That's all I can say. Ludwig's best Koopaling. All right, enough of that. The character roster. Time for new items. New items. The boomerang flower. It's like a pretty interesting concept. You throw a boomerang. It comes back to you. Use 3 times. Nice. We got the piranha plant, which actually is a pretty sweet idea actually, because it's a good like physical item, kind of like the ones in the arcade games. That's pretty cool, and it also targets items too. And we got the crazy 8, which is basically the lucky 7 plus coins. Oh yeah, by the way, the coins are back as an item as well as the core stakes in Mario Kart 7 and Super Mario Kart. And we got the Super Horn. This is a god's blessing, or should I say, this is Double Rosalina's blessing, or whatever. This is literally a blessing from Double Rosalina, in which you get a sound wave that hurts your enemies, like enemies, items, whatever, in a circle around you, and it can block the blue shell. And apparently, the game explains how you can get it in first place. Enough said. So there you go. So insert character here. Use Boom Burst. It's not super effective, but it's effective against the blue shell. No, it's inverse battle. It's super effective against those types, like the or whatever, or steel types like the blue shell. Inverse battles. Speaking of, it sounds pretty awesome. Anyway, vehicles. So we got carts and bikes. We also got ATVs, which is I like ATVs. So yeah, kind of like ATVs. I've never driven an ATV, but those look pretty awesome. Especially considering that if any of the girl characters use ATVs, they go to their biker outfit. So I can use Rosalina on an ATV without worrying whether I'm playing on a bike. That is awesome. I'm probably gonna main ATVs. Who knows? Maybe I'll main ATVs because I just like the idea of it. I don't know how much of a big difference it has between carts and bikes. If you ask me, I think since carts are better, according to Nintendo themselves, that carts are better in straightaways and bikes are good at turns and stuff. So I guess ATVs will probably be the middle ground between them. I don't know. That's my guess. Tires and glides, no one really cares about at the moment. There's not much to explain, really. Moving on. Okay, so if you know me pretty well, you would know about my Mario Kart course exhibition. And, well, what do I think about the retro selection that is chosen for Mario Kart 8? The worst ever. No, seriously. Okay, well, I'm going to say it right now, right here. Call Music Park, call Tic-Tac Clock, and call Moon Meadows. Enough said. So, and I semi-call Rainbow Road, but I put not calling it there. And also semi-called Yoshi Valley. I don't know if I called it, I'll put it there, but I call it like a semi-called it if I didn't but mentioned it. But everything else is either disappointment or just why. Okay, like for example, Moon Meadows is Shell Cup first race. Why? Why Moon Meadows the first one? Why not Figure 8 Circuit? Seriously, it's like they missed out on the perfect opportunity to put Figure 8 Circuit in as a retro course. Because not only I still call it a good first course, and granted it'll probably be like a course that Kart will abuse, but still, it has 8 in its name. Why did it not take the opportunity and instead of put Moo Meadows as Shell Cup first course? I mean, it would make total sense it was second course, but not first. Okay, whatever. Toad's Turnpike. While I am not disappointed at Toad's Turnpike, I am slightly disappointed they didn't put New Bowser City. Cause like, who knows? I really love New Bowser City. It's my favorite 3DS course. But to be honest, I don't mind if they put Toad's Turnpike, but I do mind the fact that they used 4 NCT4 courses instead of 1 or 0 or 2, as I think I said 2 last time. Because I said 4. The NCT4 is running out of courses to be reused, and it seems Nintendo doesn't care. They would rather let the NCT4 run out and not make it future-proof it. But let's say next Nintendo console / handheld, they can't really use NCT4 courses anymore, except for like Wario Stadium. So yeah, they're gonna resort to something else. And okay, let's guess. GBA Mario Circuit. Once again, only one GBA course. Insert rage here. Anyway, so next up, let's see here. Confirmed courses: Dry Desert. I don't like Dry Desert, but I can't. It's not that bad of a course. Royal Wasteway. Actually, was expected it on Mario Kart 7, not 8, but at least they put it in anyway. So it's kind of one that actually, not only that I don't mind it, but it's something like, how should I say this? I don't find anything wrong with it. I mean, like I like to see it used eventually, so why not see it now? Okay, fair enough. DK Jungle, okay. DS Warrior Stadium. Okay, the only thing I could say good about it is that at least they can use the Waluigi pinball theme, because since Wario Stadium DS and Waluigi pinball share the same theme, so having that course in Mario Kart 8, let's have an excuse to have a freaking remix of Waluigi pinball. By the way, I've heard that all the courses will have either orchestrated things or some sort of remix, because they did it for Moon Meadows or something. So imagine what the freaking remix of Waluigi pinball will be like. I don't know. I don't know if it has any difference or not. Next up, Yoshi Valley. Okay, I like Yoshi Valley, but they weren't clever enough to keep the characters are in a hidden place instead of like saying first place, fifth place, whatever. They did that instead of like leaving it the question mark. That was clever back then, but I guess not. They knew it was a mistake and didn't want to redo that. I don't know. Piranha Plant Slide. Okay, I don't mind. And okay, so I'm gonna tell the courses I don't like. 1, Cheat Beach. While it is not Delphina Square, because they used it for Mario Kart Week, so can't use that again. This is actually one of my least favorite courses of DS, and they used it. What the heck? And next up, they used Grumble Volcano. Well, that makes 2. They used GameCube Sherbet Land. That makes 3. And they used my freaking Bane of Existence. Donut Plains 3. They used Donut Plains 3. What the heck? I know, people. Don't just put comments about, but Donut Plains 3 looks better and stuff. I know it does. But still, that doesn't excuse the fact that I don't like it there. Yes, I did see a lap of Game Explain. Yes, I've seen that it's improved. Yes, I'm most likely going to change the score of it. But still, it's there. And not like Vanilla 2 or something where they can actually use the anti-gravity. Or Vanilla 1, which is much better. Heck, or even, oh no, wait, no, Cool Beach 1 and 2 are both used. I think. No, Cool Beach 1 wasn't used. I don't think so. So, they can't use Cool Beach 1. I mean, that's water in it. Why don't you just use that? I don't know. But at least it's not. At least it's not Mario Circuit 4. So at least not that. And at least my least favorite course is not there. So I'll give them props for that. So yeah, like I said, I called Music Park and TikTok Clock, and they're gonna look freaking awesome. Even though Music Park is not gonna look that much different. And then the final course I have a problem with is Ribbon Road. I mean, not Ribbon Road, Rainbow Road. So they used the N64 Rainbow Road like I completely expected it to. I didn't call it, but I knew it was gonna happen. It was obvious. But whoa, I was like honestly impressed by it. It was like amazing. It looks gorgeous. It just wow. It looks amazing. That's what I'm gonna say. It just looks amazing. All right, how long have I rambled on for? 16 minutes and a half. Okay. Next up, the new courses. So there's like the worst retro lineup I've ever seen in a Mario Kart game. At least they made up for it for the new courses. So the new courses, they all look good in some way. So first up, Mario Kart Stadium looks to be like a freaking amazing first course, if not the best first course. I've not played it yet, so I can't say for sure. But just on face value, just like looking at it, it looks like going to be like one of the best, if not the best, first courses. So, and plus, it's a nighttime of all things. So, first course plus nighttime equals. Anyway, Water Park looks pretty, man. Sushi Ken looks pretty cool. Looks like it wants to be the next Ribbon Road or something. I don't even know. Thwomp Ruins looks cool. I've seen it. Mario Circuit on Flower Cup, not surprisingly, because aren't most Mario Circuits on Flower Cup? No big deal. Toad Harbor looks pretty cool, especially in the early trailers of it. Twisted Mansion, I can't really say, and Shy Guy Falls can't really say. Sunshine Airport looks like to be... Actually, Sunshine Airport. I thought that this is going to be my favorite course early on because of all the courses that are shown like on the trailers. Sunshine Airport looks like it might be the favorite. However, later on, Dolphin Shores don't care about. Electrodome looks pretty amazing. Looks like Music Park, like totally amped up. So it feels like an amped up Music Park. That's awesome. And now the course what I think might be my favorite, which is Mount freaking Wario. So DK, learn from Wario and get a good ice course. That looks freaking amazing. Looks like something that comes out of Sochi or something. Looks freaking awesome. Good job. What kind of Wario you made a pretty interesting looking ice course. Okay, next up, Cloud Top Cruise. It's pretty cool. Bone Dry Ruins. Oh, okay. Bowser's Castle. Slightly impressive. And then there's Mark 8 Ribbon Road. I like it. I honestly like. It's short, yes, but at least it compensates for the how interesting it looks like. I mean, the freaking space station there. So freaking Rainbow Space Station. That's what I'm gonna call it right now. Rainbow Space Station. Because sometimes I have to call the other Rainbow. Sometimes I like to call the other Rainbow Roads by something other than quote unquote Rainbow Road. Because I know I think I'm gonna name and this Rainbow something else too. It's like I don't know. I don't know. So I'm gonna call this Rainbow Space Station like I did with though that's Rainbow Space Highway, DS Rainbow Loop, and I don't know, something about Margaret said something about the moon. I don't know. Anyway, battle mode looks pretty weird. It's like all it's gonna be basically actual courses like Moon Meadows and Donut Plains friggin' 3. Only modified for battle mode. It's pretty awkward, but I don't know how they're gonna play it because I haven't played it yet. So I doubt it's gonna be as good as the previous battle courses, but it just looks pretty strange if you ask me. And the weird part is that there's supposedly 8 of them, and 2 of them are new courses: Mars Circuit and Toad Harbor. So why not put one based on Electrodome, or why not put one based on, I don't know, Mount Wario? Probably not Mount Wario, but probably one based off, I don't even know, something that's not Toad Harbor. I like Toad Harbor, but whatever. And one of Sherbetland. What, you can't have one based on, I don't know, I don't even know. I'm not sure if I would like any of them as battle modes, but whatever. Stamps, alright, whatever. Next thing is, oh great, this. The whole if you put Marker 8 into Club Nintendo, however way you put it, you get a chance to get a free game. You can get a free game essentially. For the US, it's New Super Mario Bros. U, Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD, Pikmin 3, and Wii Party U. So let me get this straight. I already have Pikmin 3. I'm no longer interested in Wind Waker. Mario U is like basically every Mario game, and I don't like the 2D Mario platformers. And Wii Party U looks like to be the kind of a boring game compared to Nintendo Land. So I don't know. And to be honest, I asked my brother about this, and he said, well, the best option really is New Super Mario Bros. U. So, yeah, so with that, I am basically forced to get a New Super Mario Bros. U, mostly because we assume that Wii Party is going to be boring. And the other two, not sure, and the other two, well, one I have. And I don't know, I'm not sure if I would be interested in Wind Waker HD, but Bro says he doesn't want Wind Waker HD because the Grumps are playing it, which I don't think is a good excuse at all. But what's not a good excuse? The fact that everywhere else, by everywhere else I mean Europe and Australia, they get 10 games. They get New Super Mario Bros. U, Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD, Wii Party U, Pikmin 3, but also Nintendo Land. I don't know how the heck they won't have Nintendo Land. Nintendo Land, Game & Wario, okay, Sonic Lost World, Sochi, The Wonderful 101, and friggin' MX3U. What the heck? If North America get that, I'll definitely get Wonderful 101 right off the bat. No questions asked. Or even Sochi. Yeah, I'll probably get Sochi because even though its online modes are pretty meh in comparison to the others, and probably a point which no one's gonna play the online modes, kind of like what I've seen recently with Mario Tennis Open. I'll probably pick either Sochi or Wonderful 101. What the heck, Nintendo? You're not gonna give us some good games? Okay. I know it's probably not gonna be a thing, but can you at least down along the line give us the other 6 games available stuff? Because I want to play Wonderful 101 free, or Sochi free. So, or I mean, I'll rent Sochi whenever I can, Redbox, whatever. But still, that is really disappointing. Having to force these big games that don't even want. But then again, if I get New Mario Bros. U, I'm gonna get a discount for Super Luigi U, not New Luigi U, whatever. But that doesn't even matter because I already saw the Grenade guys play both. So, yeah. Okay, last thing I'm gonna mention is the whole Mario Kart TV thing where you can post highlight reels of your races. In itself, I guess it's a cool idea. I guess it's a pretty good idea for intros and stuff. And you can even send some of it to YouTube. But I've heard that one is you can't post like the whole time of it because you can post 40 seconds max, I think, onto YouTube. And I also heard that Nintendo will copyright claim it immediately because they use their game to get it and stuff. The fact that it's if it's actually true that it's copyright claimed immediately, what the heck? What is literally the heck? Bowser's Castle, that's what. So yeah, that's my stuff on Mario Kart 8. There's a lot of really interesting stuff to go over Mario Kart 8. Okay, I'm about to tell you this right now. Okay, so I got like a reserve card for Mario Kart 8 for Target. So whenever I get a chance on May 30th, which is a Friday, I can get Mario Kart 8 Day 1. So that's most likely going to be a thing. I'm going to get Mario Kart 8 Day 1 on my Target store. And yeah, I already saved enough money to get it, so don't worry about that. I'll start playing the game, and after a few days, I will start Mario Kart Course Exhibition, of course. And also, after Mario Kart Course Exhibition 8, I'll also do a separate Mario Kart Course Exhibition for all the retro courses, and for any changes to scores that I'll need to do. Because I know a lot of these courses will have a course change just because of the retro course. So I will do like a separate MKCE for the retro courses. However, Mario Kart Wi-Fi will not be a thing yet for Mario Kart 8 because I have a huge stockpile for Pokemon White 2 and Mario Kart DS and Wii. So that's looking to be a thing. I don't know when Mario Kart 8 is going to start for Mario Kart Online, actually, because I changed the name of it. But who knows? I don't yet. So there you go. That's pretty much what I'm going to say about Mario Kart 8 so far. All the characters, the courses, some features, items, whatever. Alright, I gotta go rest my voice because I'm probably going to do one on the recent Pokemon announcement later. So anyway, see you guys later.